if you go and see a panda or you watch a panda on a TV documentary, I mean, you're immediately thinking, wow, that is just so cool. God, it's gorgeous. It's exotic. It's cute. It's friendly. Where's it from? China. And then, you're thinking of China in a much more positive, friendly way, or at least I do. Panda diplomacy is really using pandas as assets in international relations. So to sort of create friendly relationships between countries, and that's a beneficial, in this case, to China. The idea of panda diplomacy, it goes way, way back into the 6th or 7th century. When you sent an envoy out, you would take gifts to another kingdom. So we know that pandas were being gifted, if you like, way back. But in its modern form, it started in the 1950s and 1960s. And this was at a time when China was just coming out of, this period of isolation. It was the Cold War. You've got these big superpowers. And China didn't really want to align itself with either Russia or America. So it decided to gift pandas in a sort of strategic friend-making process. So the first one it gave was to President Khrushchev in 1965. And then President Nixon from the US did a state visit in 1972, and they gifted it. And that was sort of in that old model of gifting. So first one, gift giving to make strategic friends, didn't last very long. Second one, this idea of the sort of gift loans. Let's gift loan pandas to prestigious zoos to sort of promote a confidence in Chinese manufacturing and Chinese products in export markets. And then, I don't know, when was it, about 2012? My students and I, a group of us, we were sort of realizing that there was something different happening, and we call this the third phase of panda diplomacy, where the sort of tactic changed, and countries and zoos were getting pandas which were associated with major trade deals with China, where China needed a resource or a technology from the country. So rather than the deal with China marketing outwards, it was China associating pandas with long-term trade deals with countries which were providing technology China needed or products which the rising middle class of China desired, if you like. Actually, pandas only occur in the wild in China. So if you like, China has the only source of pandas. But then also, China has been pretty clever at ensuring that only China has a source of pandas. So if you think of tigers, for instance, which come from a whole range of countries, countries in Asia, they're all over the place now. They're bred all over the place. But China can practice panda diplomacy because it has managed to keep control of its pandas. So one way to suppose to start is think, well, what is power? And I think of power as the ability to influence the behaviours of others. So then again, if we're thinking about diplomacy and international relations, hard power is when a nation, gets another country to act with the threat of military force or the threat of economic sanctions. Soft power is where you're doing it in a much more friendly way. You're using your cultural assets, or in the case of Panda, a sort of cultural and natural assets, to build friendly relationships and change people's attitudes and behaviours towards you. And that's what we call soft power.